So here we go. Hey, Cheryl, great to see you on too. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. See, everybody shows up during those last couple minutes. All right, so here's the scoop. First and foremost, not all of you know me well. So in a few minutes, I'm going to take the liberty of telling the shortest little piece of my story. Not knowing me, my level of enthusiasm might be really surprising to you. You might wonder if it's genuine. Those of you who know me, you're going to be even more surprised at my level of enthusiasm, because those of you that have been following me, you know how enthusiastic I normally am. I'm not going to tone it down so that anybody feels good, and I'm not going to apologize. If I start jumping up and down or yelling or singing, just, if you don't like it, you can click and leave the webinar. I'm going to love you anyway. I am just blown away by what I have found, and I am overjoyed to share it with you. You showed up. You read what I wrote and you said, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, yeah, this is for me. And you're here, and I'm really grateful. And I can promise you, you're going to see something that is going to be very compelling and perhaps as miraculous for you as it is for me. So very quickly, let's get super clear about who this is for, so that if anyone is here and it's not for you, you can easily just click the button and get back to your regular life already in progress. All right. So this is for anybody, first of all, who eats, anybody who cares at all about their health. If you're knowledgeable about GMOs, organic, pesticides, if you know anything about the horrors that are happening in the world that are just now beginning to come to light, this is definitely for you. If you like to be clean and healthy and free of disease, this is for you. If you are interested in consciousness and spirituality and actually elevating your awareness and your consciousness to expand more and more into the life that you want to live, this is for you. If you like helping people, this is for you. And last couple things. If you are a coach or a mentor, a helping professional, an energy worker, a doctor, naturopath, if you help people to increase and improve their lives and their health in any way, there's a fairly high chance that before I'm done, you're going to be breathing as hard as I am, and you might join me in yelling and singing and being wildly enthusiastic. Very last, at the end of this, I'm going to show you how to achieve some really amazing, incredible things. And actually, for those who want to, this is totally optional. For those who want to, how to generate money, how to generate income by helping the planet and helping yourself and helping other people. And that, to me, is a miracle, which is why I'm so freaking excited. Okay? So, if that sounds good, I want to definitely be stimulating as much activity and interaction. We're going to definitely have high interaction on this. If you can type in a Y or a yes in the chat, a Y or a yes, or if you're actually excited, you can say excited. I just want to know, are you in, and are you present, and are you tuned in with me? You can type in a Y or a yes. The river has begun. And if you're excited, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, look at this. Yes, yes, yes. I got some big yeses. I got a present. And I got a couple of exciteds. Okay. Some of you will get even more excited. Okay, Donna's having a problem with sound. Dewi, if you can message her, perhaps. Chris, I am overjoyed and ecstatic that you are on here, you and Rosemary. And I'm going to make a guess that maybe Angie's on with us. If not, that she'll see this, and I'm so grateful. Okay, so allow me to take that liberty very, very briefly and just tell you so that you know where I'm coming from. I'm not going to tell you my life story, okay? I was born, I'm just kidding. I help people to step beyond limitations. People come to me with literally any problem, any issue, any challenge that you can imagine, from fatal diseases to chronic bad breath, and I'm kind of joking about the second part, to long-standing life issues. Hey, Angie. To long-standing life issues, depression, confusion, relationship issues, financial issues, money issues, business issues, deservability issues, difficulty getting businesses off the ground. Literally any issue. I call it the illusion of problems. It doesn't matter what the problem is. I help people to dissolve what's in between them and life as an infinite, unlimited being. And over the last almost 7 years now, I've been able to help right at 70,000 people and climbing to experience some pretty unbelievable, amazing stuff. My life is an unending, expanding miracle of awesomeness. Now, I've lived in hell. I've been totally homeless. I've had my life be a total fucking train wreck disaster. I've had where all of my relationships were a wreck. I've been through hell. And I turned my life completely around to where today I have the most joyful, loving relationships with my lady, my goddess, my kids, myself. I am living the dream, and I'm helping thousands of people every week to step into their lives. My life is just a miracle. Why did I say that? So that when I tell you, Barbara, welcome, when I tell you that what I'm about to share with you is the biggest miracle that has ever come into my life, it'll at the very least stimulate some curiosity for you. What the hell? This guy is living that kind of a life in Hawaii, and he said this is the biggest miracle that's ever fallen into his lap. So there it is. And with that said, once again, here's what I want to encourage you to do. Just based on this, you chose to be on this webinar with me. We're going to go fast. I'm going to cover a lot of information. I'm going to show you some outrageous, unreasonable awesomeness. You took the time to show up. Please bring the presence of mind and body and spirit. I tell my kids, we all listen. When we're present, we listen with our eyes, our ears, and our heart. I invite you to do that and close every distraction right now while we're here. Okay? So that's who I am. That's where I'm coming from. And I am going to see real quickly if I can figure out how to use the polls. I've used this webinar system for a while. Never used the polls. Yay! Look, it works. All right, so I'm going to put this poll out in front of everybody, and it has 5, count them 5, super, super, super easy questions. I'm going to launch it right now, and I'm just going to trust. Zoom is so cool. I'm going to trust that this actually is showing up on everybody's device, iPhones, Androids, computers, and I'm going to invite you to please take a minute real quickly so that we can all know a little bit more about each other. Nobody's going to see your personal answers. I'm just going to see the percentages. Okay? So if you will answer those 5 questions as quickly as you possibly can. And if anybody's not seeing the polls, you can let me know in the chat. Now, it's showing me that you guys are seeing it, and it's been up for 30 seconds, and I'm seeing, okay, 2% have voted. It's starting to work. All right, everybody quickly now so we can get on with the awesomeness here. I'm inviting you to please answer honestly, and it's going to help me to tailor and make this information that I'm about to share even more direct, efficient, and beneficial for you. So I appreciate your effort. We have 31% have voted. Come on, everybody. You took the time to show up. Take this minute with me. All right. 40% have voted. 42%. If you're on an iPhone, the poll is showing in green on the screen. View with Brian. Click on it. Perfect. 42%. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're at 1 minute and 22 seconds on this poll. I'm going to give it a grand total of 3 minutes. Count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 minutes. So that's exactly 1.5 minutes left. We have 54% have voted. I want to get everybody who sees the poll on your device to please respond. It is going to help us. Okay, Margaret said I answered, but it is not going through. It might take a minute, Margaret, and I might show it on my end, even if you don't. And that I totally understand. With us dealing with this many different devices and Zooms, you know, they're updating all the time. So 62%, we're doing pretty well, you guys. Thank you for the effort and energy. I'm going to start scrolling through. 68%. Oh my gosh, I am with the right people. You guys are awesome. Wow. Okay, Donna Marie said it's not submitting. We got about 66%, and I'm getting a very good representative sample. So everybody who can, please fill out the poll. 66%. And we have about 50 seconds left. If you have not, well, you're not, okay, what are you voting on? You're not voting. I know what you mean there because somebody said voted. You're not voting. What you're doing is answering these 5 questions Are you aware of and concerned about GMOs? How important is clean eating and health to you? What percentage of your food is organic? Are you aware of the benefits of raw food? And do you feel concern and desire to help the planet recover from the load of billions of gallons of pesticides being sprayed annually? And we have 69%. Now that's a freaky number. What are you guys doing out there? What are y'all thinking? Let's crack 70%. Come on, guys. Last few of you guys. Let's get this voting. Let's get over 70%. 2 minutes and 42 seconds. We got 15 seconds left. I want to get this over 70%. Yay, 71%. Okay, I'm going to wrap right at 3 minutes. You guys are freaking awesome. Now, let me see in the poll. Now, I want you to take a look. Are you guys, anybody can message in, are you guys seeing, oh, you're not. I have to hit share results. There we go. Now you guys should actually see. It says attendees are now viewing. Man, I tell you, Zoom is just awesome. I love this platform. Check it out, everybody. For those of you who don't see, is everybody present? Everybody tuned in? Everybody focused? Okay. Thank you. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. I'm with the right people. All right, so we want to blast through this so we can get into the awesome information here. Are you aware of or concerned about GMOs? 8% said not aware. 16% said mildly aware. 32% said extremely concerned. Now, listen to this. The majority, and a solid majority, are between concerned. I apologize. That was an error. The vast majority are between concerned and extremely concerned, with a solid majority checking off extremely concerned. Now, I already know I'm definitely talking to the right people here. Let's continue and see how far we get with this. Number 2, how important is clean eating and health to you? And 64% said extremely. I'm not even going to mention the other numbers. It's an overwhelming majority on that one. Number 3. Ooh, my chat went away. Come back, chat. There we go. All right. Number 3, what percentage of your food is organic? 36%. Once again, the vast majority, a good solid majority, say over 50% of your food is organic, with the majority number saying over 75% of my food is organic. So I'm talking to the right people. I'm glad you guys are on with me. Number 4, are you aware of the benefits of raw food? And we got a very, we did not get an extremely on that one, but there are rather surprisingly high numbers that are. Okay, so let me make a note here. Make sure we'll talk a little bit about that. All right, question number 5 and last. Do you feel concern and a desire to help the planet recover from the load of billions of gallons of pesticides being sprayed annually? And 60% said absolutely yes, with another 28% saying yes. Nobody said no. Okay, so we actually have 100% who have said yes or absolutely yes to a desire to help the planet recover from the load of billions of gallons of pesticides. That is freaking awesome. And I'm going to close the poll. And so let me check in. Right now, the polls should be gone, and you should just be seeing my smiling face again. Are you guys seeing me, and are the polls gone? Give me a couple people, give me a yes and a yes, please. Make sure. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Yay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give you guys and gals a little bit of information because we have a fairly high level of awareness here. All right, and I'm glad you're on, Cheryl. So check this out. Right now, 13 billion pounds of glyphosate chemical made by Monsanto is being sprayed on this planet, on the crops of this planet every year. 13 billion pounds. And they're aiming to double and then triple that. Here in Hawaii, now, and just so you know, I'm not an activist. A lot of people are. I'm not an activist. I just look at what is, and I focus on creating the world that I want to live in and the life that I want to live. I don't advocate being against anybody or making anybody a bad guy, because all you do is make more of what you don't want. Okay? In fact, you know what? We're gonna be done so soon. We're gonna fly through this one so fast. I'm gonna take one more quick liberty here. There is a little thingamajiggy here. Where is it? There's the hand. Okay, a lot of you guys are gonna see it. There's a thing where you can raise your hand. How many of you, and if you agree with this, I want you to just click the little button that lets you raise your hand. Okay? If you consider yourself spiritual and you understand that pushing things away and making them bad gives them more energy and makes what you don't want. If you kind of understand that, raise your hand. If you kind of know that pushing against and making Monsanto a bad guy actually makes more of the same, okay? That's over 50%. Excuse me, that is, yeah, well over 50%. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna lower the hands. I'm just making sure that we all know this. Okay, so I'm not making anybody a bad guy. I'm talking about the numbers, okay? Monsanto got this great idea. They wanted to sell more and more and more and more chemicals. Well, that glyphosate was killing everything. That's what it's made to do. It kills everything, basically, that it touches. Cells don't stand a chance. So they came up with this incredible idea. What if we made plants and we genetically modified them to be resistant to our poison? They basically destroyed the entire immune system response of these plants and made them to where they were resistant to this specific chemical as a way of selling more chemicals. Now, the story is you can do plenty of research, and those of you that want more research and want more information at the end of this call, we're going to have a whole bunch of different options for that. Basically, they said, if we can make these plants resistant, we will be able to sell way more chemicals, and then these farmers can spray all these chemicals everywhere, only kill the weeds. These plants will actually live, so we're going to make more money. And by the way, we'll make the plants where they can't breed anymore so that the farmers are dependent on us. Now, what was stated to the public, what was pushed and promoted as the reason for GMOs was that it would increase food to feed the planet. Okay? We throw away more food because of this whole GMO. We throw away more food. We could have fed the planet 50 times over with the food that's thrown away. So you guys are probably all, from the answers you've given me, you're all educated and probably wise enough to actually know that nearly everything we ever get told, nearly everything, is actually bullshit. Okay? And if we're told it by a multi-billion-dollar company, it's probably double bullshit laced with a little bit of sheep shit. Okay? And Jeremy just said it destroys our immune systems too. That is a fact. Very damaging to our immune systems as well. And so this game is on, and it's really interesting if you watch here in the US, if you watch the positions at the top levels of government, like the president of the FDA, like just left as president of Monsanto, and the guy who was the commissioner of agriculture leaves that post and goes to work as the CEO of Monsanto. It's like this revolving door between the government and Monsanto, which is a great clue for those of us that are paying attention and understand what's actually happening here. Okay, foods, the same chemical companies, the same money that runs the chemical companies runs the pharmaceutical companies, which are chemical companies. So if we can make a couple 100 million people severely sick with something that we have medicines to prescribe for them later, we make it on all sides, okay? They're just doing what they think they have to do to get what they think they want. I'm not in opposition to it at all. However, I ain't putting no GMO corn in my kids' mouths. I ain't doing that. Okay, I dig it. All right. So what I want to cover now as we go into the remainder of this is this miracle that I found while running the side story of the GMOs, the health issues, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and how to help the planet in this way. So I guess I've been a health fanatic now for probably 30 years. And I've been a total health fanatic for about 10 years. And if you would go through my kitchen, you would see a who's who of the best, high potency, purest nutritional enzyme probiotics. Like I'm not a doctor, thank God. Love doctors. I'm not a doctor. I have become a nutrition expert from self-defense, okay? Wanting to be as healthy as I possibly can. And should I happen to live 100 plus years, I want to be as healthy and vibrant. I mean, I'm telling you, on my 100th and 20th birthday, I want to have the best sex of my life personally. That's the life story that I have in mind for myself. And so researching that for all these years and seeing what was going on with organic and GMOs and pesticides and watching the numbers go up. And if you look at a graph of the climb of GMOs and pesticide use, and then you look at the climb in numbers of autism and autoimmune diseases and gut issues, it literally tracks note for note, year after month after year. Is unquestionable the direct correlation between all this stuff. Now here in Hawaii, we see a different side of it because they spray this Roundup glyphosate chemical, the #1 sprayed poison on the planet. They spray it on the side of the road to kill the plants. Relationship between the government and Monsanto again. And we're watching the coral die by the day as it runs off the lava down the mountain and into that beautiful turquoise ocean. There's a lot of us here that are very focused on, hey, let's change that to the way we want it to be. Again, without making anybody a bad guy, without being in opposition to anything. If you guys are with me, I'm going to continue. I'm not going to pause. If you guys are with me, type in a couple words and beautiful comments, beautiful comments. Exactly, exactly. So I'm not going to pause. If you guys are with me, just give me a yes or a smiley or a Y, and I'm going to keep right on going. I just want to make sure we're totally in sync and everybody's flowing with me. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yay. See, this is what I love to do, to share this kind of stuff with people that are awesome and awesome about it and who are as interested and who get it on this level. All right, so many more things I could say, but that's the simple bottom line. And I've already been, for the last decade or so, seeking out the highest, purest, most amazing products that I could find around the planet in every area that matters, constantly cleaning out the stuff I don't want and putting in more of the stuff that I do. And over this last 2 years, I have had several of my friends telling me about a company. Brian, you should check out this company. Brian, you should check out this company. And I'm normally very open-minded. I also have been so focused on my own business and growing my business and helping people, working with clients, expanding, getting my book out there and helping more and more people. I was resistant and hesitant to actually look at it. You know, one of these days I will. And then the love of my life came into my world in February. Dewi's on with us here. And she and I, we've been together since February, both sharing this passion for health and vibrancy. And we agree we want to have the best sex of our lives on our 120th birthdays, you know, and having clients come here with varieties of issues from health to money to relationships to all of it. I share a lot of nutritional stuff with them. And so about a month and a half ago, a lady who has become a very, very, very close friend of mine. Well, you're gonna see, Daryl. You're gonna see a lady who has become a very close friend of mine, Renita Farrell. This lady read my book. She watched a couple of my videos, and she had a literal miracle happen in her body, an impossible literal miracle. She decided to do what a lot of people do, and that is to make a substantial investment and actually come to Hawaii and stay with Dewi and I for 4 days together and actually address all of her life issues. Well, when she got here and I saw that she was not able to get into my lifted 4Runner, here on the island, we all have big island vehicles, and she wasn't able to get in it without help. This lady was about 80 pounds overweight, as they say. She had the weight that she had, about 80 pounds that weren't her, that she didn't need anymore. She had had ankle and foot injuries, so she wasn't walking much. Walking was difficult for her to get up and down the stairs in her house. And she lived in Nebraska in the middle of millions of acres of GMO hell being sprayed for 50 freaking years. She was so toxic. And she tried everything in the world to lose weight. So when she got here, she spent a couple of days and she said, you know what, I want to stay longer. I don't want to stop at 4 days. I want to go all the way. And Davey came to me and said, you know, honey, why don't we lead her on a 10-day cleanse while she's here? And well, she said, let's do a cleanse. Let's have her do a cleanse and let's just administer it and really help her dump everything while she's doing all the emotional inner work and everything. And I said, okay, like I have all this nutritional stuff. We can do it. I don't really have a structured cleanse. We need to do some research. And she said, well, you know what? I joined up with this company a year or so ago. Haven't done anything with it. But I actually know that they have this 10-day transformation cleanse that is like miraculous. Everybody's having these miraculous results. It's raw, it's non-GMO, it's all organic. And I said, raw? What? I knew about the non-GMO and I knew it was organic, but really? And so I said, I'm wide open to doing that cleanse with her. However, I want to check and see, because let me drop a couple quick things on you. Almost every nutritional company in the world, almost every one of them uses heat, and some lie about it. Heat destroys. I don't care what they report about their potency. What you get is not bioavailable, and that is true from the best companies in the world. It's necessary for them with manufacturing processes to use heat. They denature the stuff. They use pill pressers that actually heat and compress and kill the nutrients. Most companies use magnesium stearate, and this is really interesting. Magnesium stearate is the #1 binder in nutritional products that makes pills stick together. Guess what magnesium stearate does? It makes your body not able to absorb nutrients. Think about this. I'm buying a nutritional product. It's got fucking magnesium stearate so to hold the pill together, and magnesium stearate blocks absorption of nutrients. Great idea. It's almost universal. So I said, I have some really deep questions. I have some very intense questions. I would like to talk to someone at this company and find out. And so we got on the phone with a very close friend of hers that some of you guys will meet as we continue this conversation after this webinar, those of you who want to. I asked the toughest questions. And as she answered my questions about the products that make up their 10-day transformation cleanse, my mouth started going, and my eyes got really big. What? What? You guys are growing the highest potency herbs and products in the world, and you're growing them hundreds of miles away from GMO crops and spraying. You're growing the plants where they grow best. You're not faking anything, and you're only harvesting them at peak harvest time, not cutting any corners. And you guys actually dehydrate them live, raw, under 80 degrees. Everybody else gets up in the 100 plus, right at the level of cooked, which starts to kill the enzymes and the nutrients. They dehydrate these things naturally in a sealed environment where the plants are cut at 80 degrees. I couldn't believe it. No magnesium stearate, all non-GMO, all organic, all raw, all grown where it grows the best and harvested. No binders, no fillers, no magnesium stearate. I couldn't freaking believe it. And as I asked tougher and tougher questions, the answers were more amazing. I'd never heard or seen anything like it. And here I was with 50 nutritional products in my kitchen, like this one and this one and this one, mind blowing. So not only did we decide to lead her on the cleanse, we decided to do the 10-day cleanse with her. And on the 10th day, so this lady lost 20 something pounds. As of now, she's lost over 30 pounds. And this was like 5 weeks ago, 4.5, 5 weeks ago that we started. I lost about 8 pounds, and I didn't have that much to lose. And they have this amino acid complex that it literally we can say this, literally, it is the highest bioavailability of any pure non-GMO vegan protein, highest in the world. It's in your blood 23 minutes after you take it, soaking into your cells with 99% bioavailability, unheard of. It is used in applications where someone is in a coma and it keeps their muscles from atrophying. It dissolves fat while it's building muscle. No protein like it in the world. And this company has product after product after product like this. Mind-blowing that I lost 8 pounds and put on muscle going through a cleanse without being hungry. Last part I want to say about this cleanse is, I'm watching the time. Imagine doing a cleanse where you don't feel hungry. The nutrition is so high and the spectrum is so wide and the calories are so low that there's no load on your digestive system. You're ultra greening and alkalizing and nutritionifying, I made that up by the way, every cell in your body and feeding your brain in such a way that you don't feel tired or weak or sick or even hungry. We have shared this in the last month since we decided to do that cleanse. We've shared it with 30 or 40 friends, and every single day I'm watching another one of them do a Facebook video or post about the weight they lost, how incredible they feel. Here's getting to the best part of it. They also have a product that they came out with about a month ago that they've done the testing, they've proven, and they can actually legally say, and this one blows my mind, they have the only product in the world that's designed and proven to take glyphosate out of your body at the time when today people being tested around the globe, hundreds of miles away from testing spray sites, are testing positive for glyphosate in their blood, in their bodies, in their tissues, in their fat. Unbelievable. And yet, when I tell you it's the biggest miracle that's ever come to me, I kid you not. And we're sharing it with absolutely everybody. We're putting it in our kids' bodies every day. We're putting it in our bodies every day. On the 10th day of the cleanse, we sat down on the floor. We did a really deep ceremony together. And I went through every cell in my body and I went through all of my organs, and I realized I felt the cleanest and the purest and the brightest, and that my mind was the clearest it has ever been. And I made the decision right then, you know what? We're going to get involved with this company. I'm going to join up with them and find out how to share this. We're going to share it. We're going to make money. We flew the next morning. We flew over to one of the other islands, to Oahu. We live on the big island, to meet with the owners of the company. This was right at a month ago. Last weekend, Davey and I went to a meeting at the headquarters in California and toured their facility. Clean rooms where they're formulating and making these products, and they ship in from the organic farms around the world where they're helping organic farmers stay organic and actually go beyond organic with full minerals, the cleanest rain on the side of mountains. Just, oh my God, what a miracle. Okay, perfectly on time. This I usually don't do this. Okay, Renita has lost weight, reverse age. She's walking long distances, playing with her kids, running up and down her stairs. Miracle. Davey and I both feeling the best we've ever had. Every client that comes to my house, we're immediately getting them on the products. They're getting results like never before. All the people. You know what? Anybody that's on the webinar, I saw a few friends. I saw you a few minutes ago, Rich. Anybody that's on here with us who has done the cleanse or is doing the cleanse and can say something about what you're experiencing, that might be actually helpful for everybody to see while I move into the next phase of this. I want to tell you briefly, you know what? Let's take a 1-minute pause. We're ahead of schedule here, and I'm going to be done in under an hour. That's 20 minutes away. I want to just get, what are you feeling right now? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? I don't care what it is. There's no right or wrong answer. Everybody that's with me, how are you feeling about this? What are you thinking? How does this sound? How appealing or excited? Okay, the first thing just came in, exciting. Exciting, lost 21 pounds on the cleanse so far. Amazing. Yay, 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 yay. Feel hopeful. There might be something that can actually make me feel better. Oh, I am so with you, Isabel. Correct, interested, curious. Okay, thank you. Here comes the how, Margaret. Okay, Cheryl, I knew that when we connected last night. All right. Okay, now listen. Chris, can it help with autoimmune diseases? I'm going to let you find out about this. I'm going to hook you up with some people and some case studies, okay? If you look for a graph, it doesn't matter what disease it is. Now, listen, I live in the U.S. where we have to deal with the FDA regulations, and I'm not making any health or income claims. I'm telling you, look at the products, look at what people are doing, look at the miracles that are happening in their lives, and you decide for yourself, okay? Donna just said, I agree. I've known Renita for 5 years. He's absolutely right. Been to her farm, okay? This is so amazing, and you can heal anything in the world with clean air, clean water, nutrition, and loving yourself, okay? Now, I want to tell you briefly, and we are going to get done ahead of schedule here. I want to tell you the actual as quick as I can, the story of this company, because this is what the final thing after I met the owners of the company and I decided to actually get physically and financially involved in the company. Listen to this. Listen to this. Guy named Dave Sandoval, 25 years ago, fanatical, health genius, kind of a hippie dude, okay? Fanatical, though. This wasn't a money, no spell breaking tonight, V. This was not, all right, I'm going to tune out the chat here. Let's, everybody focus with me. This guy wasn't about money. To this day, he's not about money. Now, he's conscious enough to not be against money. I'm not against money. Welcome, Willie. Good to see you on, buddy. The human body can absolutely heal itself of anything. All right, now I'm going to focus once again. Dave really didn't care about money. Dave knows, like I do, that if you follow your bliss, you can't keep money away. Okay? And he was completely fanatical about organic, raw nutrition and understanding that food is not calories. That's what we're programmed with to keep us fucking stupid and sick. Food is information. It is conscious information. Okay? Plants are living conscious information with millions and millions of years of wisdom and magic inside of them for our bodies. That's simple reality. Dave knew that. And he saw the GMO thing. He saw the chemicals being used. And he has helped hundreds of farmers around the world to actually stay organic. Well, way back, he was into the plants. He was into the plants and he met this guy. Now listen carefully, guys. This is going to be a mind-blowing story, and I got to fly now in order to be done. He met this guy that he had been working in Egypt, working in the tombs, archaeological, biological studies, and he had a couple strands of this wheat in the brim of his hat. Another super cool hippie type guy. And Dave said, dude, what is it? It looks like Jurassic wheat, like, you know, from dinosaur. What the hell is that? He said, it is. This is kamut. It's about 6,000 years old, and we found about like 8,000 seeds. I might have the numbers wrong. About 8,000 seeds in these Egyptian tombs that have been sealed for 6,000 years. And Dave said, could I have a little bit of that? Dave was such a plant fanatic. And so he was able to get 8 seeds of this 6,000-year-old kamut to actually sprout. Now, if you know anything about plants, you might know that wheatgrass juice is one of the most potent cancer healing, body healing, gut healing, magic alkalizing foods in the world. Wheatgrass is. Well, this kamut is more than 200% more potent and powerful than normal wheatgrass. And he has been able to propagate hundreds of acres, raw, organic, non-GMO, never sprayed, non-hybridized, miraculous. And he built a company basically out of that product, one of the most highly powered nutritional things in the world that can change your life by itself. Over the next 21 years, please stay totally present with me. This is mind-boggling stuff. Over the next 21 years, he was invited to formulate products for over 300 hospitals, medical facilities, cancer treatment programs, diabetes treatment programs, holistic healing systems, herbal companies, naturopaths. They would come to him and say, we want the highest quality, raw, organic, vegan, non-GMO, pure, high potency, blah, 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 blah. And that's what he did for the last 21 years, making the purest products in the world. He did this also for a lot of network marketing companies. And he found that almost without exception, after a few months, selling more and more and more, the companies would come back and say, Dave, we'd like to make a little bit more money off of this. Could you maybe reduce the potency, water it down a little bit? After 21 years of being asked to do this, he got so disgusted. He said, you know what? If we can't put these products, it costs us too much money to make these products. We're not going to be able to compete in Whole Foods or any of the stores. There's no physical way that we're going to be able to compete with the low quality, low potency, heated, plastic, synthetic laden stuff that's in those stores. There's no possible way. Everybody with me? You guys with me? Everybody hit the raise hand if you're still with me. I want to check in. Let's see what kind of response and what kind of presence we have. 50%, 53%. Okay, good enough. Over 60%. The rest of you guys, we're just going to take a few more seconds. Thank you. Okay. He said, we're not going to be able to compete in stores, and I cannot have my heart broken making another one of these incredible life-changing products and then having the company come back and say for us to water it down. We've got to find another way. They looked at network marketing as a possible way of sharing the product. And they, quite frankly, the founders of this company totally disliked everything about network marketing. They really didn't like it. The fact that generally network marketing companies are set up so that only a few people make money, they didn't like. The fact that the whole network marketing industry is largely a dinosaur. And it's not easy to make money. It's kind of, cards are stacked against you making money. And it's really difficult. A lot of people hate network marketing for all of those reasons. And the fact that you have to be a distributor to buy the damn product, so many things. And they said, listen, network marketing is the fastest and best and easiest way to get people. Everybody we share these products with wants more. Everybody. What if we basically reinvent the whole network marketing industry, take away everything we don't like, and make it basically effortless to share these products and generate money? And here's what they came up with. Now, I'm going to way oversimplify, and in less than 10 minutes, I'll be done. And everybody that wants to go further with me, I'll tell you how. They saw the trends online and social sharing, and that if people experience something that's beneficial, they'll share it. They also saw that one of the biggest limitations of network marketing was that you have to be a freaking distributor or buy some auto ship program where you're committing to buy products for the next several months on an auto ship in order to buy something and get a discount. Now, what that means is if you're a company or you're with a company that says in order to buy these products at a discount, you have to commit to buy more next month, they don't believe in their damn products. Because if they were selling something that was good enough, that really benefited people, that the people love the products, you wouldn't have to make them buy more the next month. They would come back and buy more. So the first thing they did was they eliminated that. Then they came up with separating the customer side completely from the business side. In other words, this is the first company in the world. They finally decided to go with network marketing, but they changed the whole model. First company in the world to completely separate the customer side from the distributor side, the business side. And to this day, only company in the world that's doing this. If somebody wants to use these products, they can go to my website and buy the products, period. They don't need to commit to nothing. If they don't like the products, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, period. No questions asked. You don't like it, you don't get benefits, send the products back, get your money back, period. No questions asked. And the products are so amazingly awesome. The only company I've ever seen, no binders, no fillers, no preservatives, no chemicals, all raw, all GMO, all organic. Like, holy crap, people come back and buy more. Holistic practitioners herbalists, naturopaths are dropping their product lines, even if they made them themselves, and joining this company because the products are superior to anything out there and affordable. Now, it gets even awesomer. For people who want to make money with the business, the way you do the business is you get a package of unlimited number of $50 gift cards, and you basically look at everybody you know that is overweight or sick or whatever they're dealing with or tired, and you say, hey, like this would help. Give them a $50 gift card. They use your code. Okay, I will be doing that. This is a little different in other countries, and we're going to talk about that on the next conversation. With these gift cards, you actually give the card away. They go to your site. They buy the products they want. They make a purchase. They get to use a $50 gift card to buy the products that they want, and you make 20% on their purchase. No sticky, no unpleasantness, no membership, no bullshit, no auto ship. Just the best nutrition products that you can get at a very fair investment shipped to their door, and you get a commission. The company grew 30 times in 30 months. They're exploding. Here in Hawaii, like everybody here is kind of hippie conscious, health fanatics, and it's just starting to take off around the world. I have been involved now for about 30 days, roughly. And we have people, I don't even know how many countries we have people in, and I haven't been working. I've just been sharing it. Rich just said anyone that has a pulse. I love that. So let me just kind of sweep back over and see if there's anything that I'm missing. There's a lot more products that anyone can use that are affordable that will change your freaking life. They can address any symptom. We have roughly 60 products. The cleanse is where most people start. There's something called the 40-day total cleanse that includes the 10-day transformation. I'm going to share more information on that with people who want to. I wanted to keep this brief, give you the bottom line. Anybody that wants to know more, we're going to go there in about 5-6 minutes from now when we finish this up. The cleanse is where the vast majority of people start. Get the glyphosate out, get the chemicals, get the heavy metals out, green yourself up, alkalize yourself, clean your body, watch your mind clarify, watch the symptoms go away with the fat, watch yourself start pooping happier, which is always a wonderful thing for people that have issues with that, and feel amazing. That's one. On the other side, people who want to generate money while doing what I just said, it's the easiest way of sharing and making money that I have ever seen. It's the only way that I've ever seen that's this pure and helpful and magical where there's money to be made. And these products are so beautiful and so powerful that the people using them come back and do more. And by sharing it in this really lighthearted way, we're not making anybody become distributors that doesn't want to. Somebody uses the products, they use them for a month, and I'm not really interested in the business, I just want to use the products. They come back in a few days and they say, I got people that want this stuff. What was that business thing you were talking about? It's freaking amazing. Okay, now I'm done. I have 5 minutes to either take a break or go into questions, and here's what I want to do next. I told you guys that when we got to the point that we decided we wanted to do the cleanse, and I had some really tough questions. Dev, my honey, told me about her really close friend who was just rocking it and blowing it up with this company, and just like had people all around the world using the products, making money, having fun. And she's the one, hey Sarah, she's the one, she's actually what's known as a crown with this company, one of the top earners, huge, fast-growing organization, and a total expert on the products. She's the one that I asked my tough questions of, and she's the one that helped us when we were ready to actually get started. And so what I'm going to do, she was kind enough, and she literally just got done with what she was doing with her daughter. We are going to start basically another call. I'm going to leave this webinar open, and we're going to end this call. Those of you that got what you came for, we're done. Those of you that feel like, oh, I think I want those products. I think I want to know some more about that. In just about 3 minutes now, we're going to basically start another call. I'm going to bring Sarah on as well, and we're going to answer whatever questions you guys have about the products to get that moving. It can be as simple as us giving you our gift card code, and you go use the $50 discount and get started. Okay. Also, those of you who are interested in the business, there's a couple people that have already messaged me that they're like, how do I get started? How do I get started? Those of you that want to get started in the business right now, it's really simple, and Sarah will explain all of that to you, give you those details. Let me do this. Lower hands. Okay, real quick. Lower all hands. How many of you are in a place where your time allows and you would like to stay on with us, get some questions answered, either about the products or the business or both?